Jan Hammer's manager came after us for that.
Really?
I think once we explained it was kind of quite a small thing, I think he ended up backing off. And it got licensed to Ministry of Sound in Germany, and I think maybe they gave him something.
Okay, listen, the long-awaited Sexor album. I mean, why has it taken so long to kind of...
Well, I didn't really do it the proper way. You know, next time I'm definitely going to just set aside a chunk of time and kind of lock myself in a studio and do it that way. And it ended up a lot of sessions getting squeezed between a lot of DJ gigs, a lot of touring, and trying to always get back home, doing a lot of the work in foreign studios split between Sweden and Belgium. And also I had a lot of family problems that kind of cut right in the middle of it, and otherwise it definitely would have been finished a lot earlier. It dragged on much longer than it should have, because it's not the amount of just musical work that went into it didn't take 3 years.
Sure.
It could have been, under better circumstances, it would have been done in a year. And the way it worked with Soulwax and with Jesper, it was really, I loved it, because not only it's like working with your best friends, which was a lot of fun, but also it was nice for me because just very, very different styles of working, and Jesper's a lot more like me, we come from a very similar background, and we work really, really fast, and it's a little bit more the techno school of things, with the beats and the bass kind of starting it off. And then it was great for me to work with Dave and Steph, because they're more kind of proper musicians, and also helping me with singing, and just things just developed in a totally different way, in a kind of real studio. It was nice. It was a different way of working, and I really liked it.
As you say, there's some covers on there as well. We've got Talking Heads. Which 9 Inch Nails tracks on there?
Down in It.
Excellent. Very good. Now, I read a quote, I think it was DJ Magazine said, you don't really consider yourself a musician. I mean, we've, I guess, touched on that. You say you just kind of picked it all up as you've gone along. I mean, so what, are you sort of full on producing now when you're doing your stuff? Do you think you've, since maybe the Sunglasses time, you're really knob twiddling and getting far more involved?
It depends. I mean, what's happened with me is I think, you learn things a lot based on necessity. When you have to learn something, you learn it really quickly. In certain areas, like, I've developed a really, really good partnership with Jesper, and he's a phenomenal producer. I mean, just really technically, when it comes to just EQ and mixing, and, he can work a bank of compressors in a way that, frankly, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to, let alone. And so it becomes a bit like a band situation where, the singer, let the guitarist do the guitar and let the bassist play the bass. And that's how it is a little bit now in some areas, but definitely technically, I'm way ahead of where I was. I want to learn a lot more about everything. The more the more it just saves on communication time. It's not that I'm necessarily going to do it all myself, but it's just, I do a lot of hey, let's make it a bit more, this with a wah and a, I'd like to kind of change my vocabulary a little.
The stories I've heard, half the big guns who shall remain nameless, there's a lot of them who mate, bit more bass please.
And that's it. I used to, when I started out, I actually had a bit of a complex about it. That's why it took me so long to start making music, because I thought I had to do it all myself, and it actually held me back for a long time, and I had a bit of a complex about the beginning. And then I started to hear stories. The people, not just about whether it's DJs or, but even just, huge musicians and just, but then you realize that making music, it's just like anything else. It's like there are a million incredible guitarists. It doesn't mean that it's anything so special. It's what you bring to it. It's the confidence you bring and the taste. Definitely. And, for me, I know it's very important to know when to stop, just to know when something's right and when something, and to have the confidence to kind of put that out, and working with a good team is everyone plays their part.
An inspirational man is sat beside me. I'm now going to play something off the album. The second thing you did with Jake from Scissor Sisters, You're Gonna Want Me.
I know you're gonna want me.